Hi there, I'm Jill Webb from Jill Webb Training. You may be aware that I offer a range of safeguarding training, and it's quite interesting to hear some of the questions that come up in that. Probably the thing that concerns people the most is, what should I do if a child or perhaps an adult who seems to be vulnerable tells me something? How should I react? What if I get it wrong and things go wrong? Because of course we all know about high profile cases where children and adults have disclosed and maybe things haven't happened as they should have done. So what we're going to talk about now is a little bit about what you should do if somebody discloses to you that they feel at risk of harm or if they are being harmed. The most important thing is to listen. Make sure you listen to everything they're saying, because we're all human and our minds start racing away. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to tell somebody. What am I going to do? Really listen to what they're saying. Never promise to keep a secret. A child or an adult might tell you something that means you cannot keep it a secret. I find a really good phrase to use is, I'm only going to tell the people I need to tell to keep you and me safe. I'll just say that again. I'm only going to tell the people I need to tell to keep both you and me safe. That can be a reassurance that you're not going to be telling everybody, and it also gives that message that you're alongside the person that you're talking to, but you both need to be kept safe. It's really difficult because we need to get a balance. We've all had drummed into us over the years quite correctly, it is not the role of somebody receiving a disclosure to investigate. I do not get out my notebook and pen and start making notes. When did that happen? Why did it happen? Who said that? But it's okay to ask for a bit more information. And a really useful way of remembering this is TED. TED. Tell, explain, describe. Really, really useful that. Tell me a bit more about what happened. Can you explain a bit more about that? Describe what happened next. And a really useful way to think about this is it's okay to ask questions if we're giving a context. Real life example, I had a referral in a safeguarding lead role I had where a child said, "Mum grabbed me." And the person that had received this was naturally quite concerned, but that's the only information I had. It's very hard to act on that information. I'll just give you a moment. Have a think. Why might a mum grab a child for a perfectly acceptable reason? For example, the child might have been running out in the road, so mum grabs to pull the child back. Child might have been running in front of a swing, and again we grab them out of the way. We've probably all done it at some time or other with children, that sort of keeping them out of danger. So actually TED would have been really helpful there. Oh, tell me when that happened then. Explain. Yeah, okay, you might not use the word explain with the child, but right, you're on a road and it was busy. And that can help you decide whether something constitutes abuse, whether you need to be worried about it or if it's actually just something that's happened in day-to-day life. But whatever organisation you work for, whether it's a really large organisation or a tiny voluntary group, you should have a safeguarding policy, and that policy should always tell you what to do if you are worried. Most organisations have a safeguarding officer, they might call it a safeguarding lead, and that's someone you can go and talk to and say, this has happened, what should I do? And I mentioned record keeping earlier. I know it can be a bit of a pain, but please don't forget it. Just make a note of the date and the time, where you were and what was said and who was there. Really important if later on there's perhaps more said or more information is needed. I know this can be a difficult area, so I hope you found it useful, and thank you very much for listening.